Hi class, let's take a look at example 5. Now, they want the decimal and they also want us to express it as a percent. So some of these will require some work. So technically if you have 0.47 and if you want to express it as a percent, you have to put it as parts per 100. So the first step would be to express it as 0.47 over the values of 1. And then we technically need a 100 at the bottom, so multiply times 100 and multiply times 100. And this is going to give us, well, technically 47 over 100, which represents 47%. Remember that percent represents parts per 100. And in this case, this is what we're looking for. You could just go directly for the software as 0.47 to 47%, but if you're basically showing work, this is what is expected. Let's take a look at problem 2, and they want the same. So in this case, we technically have the values of 1/2. This is equal to 0.5, and we're going to write it as 0.5 over 1. And then in order to make it into 100, we'll multiply it by 100 and multiply by 100. And then we're looking at a fraction. Multiplying by 100 is going to move the decimal 2 places to the right on the top. This will be 50 over 100 or 50%. That's it for this one. And once again, you write it as a percent once you can actually express it as parts per 100. So the part that I'm trying to fix here is the part that we're looking for on any other problem. Let's take a look at problem 7. Okay, in this case, they want the 1/3 as a decimal. So 1/3 is equal to, and what you could do is the long division. So technically you're having 3 divided by 1. It doesn't work, so you put a decimal and then you add a 0. So you're going to get 3. 3 times 3 is equal to 9. You subtract, you get another 1. You keep adding, and then you're going to see this pattern. The pattern arriving of 0.3333. They want 3 decimal places. So in this case, since you're doing an approximation, this will be just approximately 0.333. And I'm just putting the approximate there because we're technically rounding. If you continue this division, the next value, it's also going to be a 9 and then a remainder of 1. So this one keeps repeating. So in this case, we could say that 1/3 is approximately 0.333 if they want 3 decimal places. Let's move on to problem 8. In this case, we have the values of 2/5. And let me carry the division. So whoops, I have it backwards. So it's going to be 5. And then the values of 2, well, it doesn't fit, so you're going to actually end up putting a 0. And in this case, 5 times 4 is equal to 20. When you do the subtraction, you're going to get a remainder of 0. So in this case, 2/5 is equal to 0.4 or 0.40 or 0.400 if they want you to do that. We typically would just write it as 0.4 since the rest of the values are just 0. Oh wait, I have an error here. So no, we're actually good. It wants the 0.4 on this one. That's actually it for these set of problems.